Michael Turner was born in a small town in Ohio, a place where everyone knew everyone. From a young age, Michael felt out of place. In school, he struggled with grades, never able to meet the expectations of his teachers or parents. He wasn't good at sports, and while his classmates won trophies and medals, Michael was left standing in the shadows, a face no one noticed. As he grew older, life didn't seem to get any easier. He graduated from high school by the skin of his teeth and took up a string of odd jobs, none of which lasted long. His co-workers saw him as clumsy, his bosses saw him as unmotivated, and Michael began to see himself as a failure. Marriage brought some hope, but even there, challenges loomed. His wife, Sarah, loved him dearly, but couldn't ignore the financial struggles and constant setbacks they faced. As the years passed, Michael watched his friends build successful careers and families, while he stayed stuck in the same cycle of mediocrity and self-doubt. By the time he turned 45, Michael had resigned himself to a life of insignificance. One day, while rummaging through an old storage box in his garage, he stumbled upon a sketchbook from his childhood. Flipping through the pages, he found drawings, vivid, imaginative illustrations that told stories of characters, worlds, and adventures. Something clicked. Michael realized that as a child, he had loved to draw. Art was the one thing that made him feel alive. But life's struggles had buried that passion deep within him. Encouraged by Sarah, he picked up a pencil for the first time in decades and began sketching again. At first, it was just for himself, a way to escape the monotony of his everyday life, but as he drew, his talent grew. Sarah shared some of his sketches online, and to Michael's surprise, they went viral. People loved his unique style, his ability to tell stories through his art. One day, a small publishing house approached him to illustrate a children's book. Nervous but excited, Michael accepted the challenge. The book was a success, and soon more opportunities came his way. He started his own business, combining his artistic talent with storytelling to create animated content for children. His company, Turner Tales, quickly gained popularity, and within a few years, Michael's creations were being watched by millions of children around the world. Major networks approached him, and merchandise based on his characters began to fly off the shelves. By the time Michael was 55, he was a billionaire. But more than the wealth, he found something even more valuable: purpose. Standing in his studio one evening, surrounded by awards and accolades, Michael reflected on his journey. He realized that failure isn't the end. It's just a stepping stone to discovering your true path. Michael's story became an inspiration to millions, proving that it's never too late to find your calling, as he often said in interviews. Sometimes, the seed of success lies buried in the soil of failure. It just needs the right time to bloom.